everyone. For this review, we have the Transformers Legacy Minesweeper and Breakdown, which Hasbro is describing as the Doom and Destruction Collection Mayhem Attack Squad. So that's a lot. Two characters that don't naturally have any kind of story element to combine them, but it's cool that we get these figures, and I'm interested in taking a look at Breakdown in particular, since he's a retool of Bulkhead. So when you get this, it's going to come in this brown container packager. Um, Nothing special here. And then you do get this nice box art, which is very similar to the deluxe Insecticons, where instead of getting this kind of photoshopped photography, they give you line art instead. I think this is pretty cool. I can see where maybe like people who like to keep the stuff in packaging may be turned off by this because they're switching the design elements a little bit for um, the whole legacy collection, but it's pretty cool. And again, we get more of these tentacle things happening, so there's something being hinted by this. I don't know what it is, but if somebody knows in the who's watching, post in the comments, because I have no idea what this is referencing. Um, so we see both characters, some pretty cool line work, almost CAD like this was done in CAD and then like quote unquote hand drawn or digitally colored. On the top, we get that iconography that we got from the Insecticons. On one side, we have artwork for Minesweeper, and the other side, we have artwork for Bulkhead. On the bottom, just general legal stuff and UPC. And then on the back, get some photos and basically get to see them in robot and vehicle mode. And Minesweeper comes with two uh, target masters, micro target masters. All right, so let's get them out of the box. You will get an instruction manual, pretty common um, flat colored instruction manual. Little legal sheet that they always come with, basically talks about choking and stuff. You get this insert, and they're strapped to the packaging, and you're gonna have one bag of weapons. All right, so let's get these guys completely out of the package and take a look at the figures. Okay, so here they are out of the package and with their accessories. And for the most part, Breakdown is pretty much just Bulkhead with a new head. We'll do some comparisons, but just taking a general look, the only thing that is different is the head. Nothing else is different. The riot shield that you get with Bulkhead, you get with Breakdown. So that's the same. Probably a little bit more useful for Barricade, since you kind of think of him as, he's a Decepticon. He's gonna, you know, be more warlike. Um, he's got the mace piece that fits over his hand, so that's the same. Same gun, just paint a little bit differently. I do like the way this gun looks, however. And he includes this hammer, which is a new piece. So that brings some freshness to it. Um, I do like the colors. The colors look, like breakdown colors. So I think that's nice. Just wish they had done something to, I don't know. I know a lot of times with these kind of repaints, the goal is to not, um, do a bunch of retooling and stuff. So I think this is okay, but um, with a lot of the other Prime Universe stuff, it's mostly been kind of like weird interpretations. So I'm kind of mixed about the the way that they're designing the vehicles and kind of reimagining them in general. Now, for Minesweeper, he's pretty straightforward. He comes with his two target masters, which I've got one problem with these in that they have no articulation, which is exactly like how their G1 counterparts were. It and just knowing that we got these Power of the Prime pretenders that had the basically like the exo shell that the legs didn't move, but the arms did at least move, so you had some articulation, and it just kind of renders these as like little statues, little figurines. I think bare minimum the arm should move, if nothing else. Beyond that, they serve their function. You can use these guys as single weapons. You can combine the weapons in many different configurations. You can go to your heart's intent on stacking weapons, however you want. Now, this guy is pretty much just a recolor of Needle Nose, and I've seen some people kind of complain about the needing a different chest. I think this is okay. I mean, I was a teenager or maybe young pre-teenager when these came out originally, and I remember these toys, and I remember how awful they were because they did not have any articulation. And having this is like excites me. I don't care that the chest is not like 100% accurate. I think this is pretty cool. We'll compare him in a moment also, but I am kind of excited about having this. Um, One thing is, it is a bit difficult getting the guns in the hand, but other than that, I really dig the articulation on this. And he does have a new head, so there is that too. Okay, so let's do some comparisons. So we'll start off with breakdown and bulkhead. Same mold, different colors, different heads. It does do enough to give them different personality. You got these, darker gray, blue, dark gray on breakdown. You got this kind of military green and gray. And where paint has been applied is a bit different too. For the most part, it is pretty much the same with the legs, like as far as the paint application, but the front of the vehicle, you got some definitely differences in color. Um, So they've at least tried to make these not just absolutely identical. So there you have those two. I do like this gun though. It does look a bit more Decepticon like, almost like Shockwave, with the gray and purple. Okay, so now let's go over Minesweeper. And except for the head, they are the exact same figure. Um, the target masters are exactly the same. They're just painted different. And I do think with the difference in paint, it does make them stand out as different figures, even though they're pretty much the exact same mold. Uh, Other than the head, there's nothing else different. That and the paint. Paint is different. All right, so there's those two. And before we get into vehicle modes, just to show off, we are slowly building out a Transformers Prime universe. These are not all the figures, but surprisingly, we've got a lot. So we're missing, definitely missing Cliff Jumper, who isn't released yet, but um, Dead End and his brother. So pretty decent representation. No Megatron, no Starscream, no Soundwave, no Optimus. Maybe we'll get those eventually. Who knows? So just something to think about. Okay, so that is robot mode. Let's get them into vehicle mode and take a look at those. Okay, so here they are in vehicle mode, and we will go over breakdown first. So his riot shield can be displayed or not displayed. And with it off, you get this uncovered bed, and you can, pretend that he's storing stuff back here. Or you can put the shield on, and it's going to pretty much cover up most of the back area. And there's little tabs on the back to cover it up. And it does a job. Um, I don't particularly like this vehicle mode, but I think it's functional. One thing to note is that I find that the wheels pop off pretty easily. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's you know, mold degradation, or if um bulkhead was like that. I've got bulkhead here, and yeah, it takes more effort to get the wheels to pop off. On this guy, you can just, look at them and the wheels can kind of pop off. Like during transformation, um, I had two of these just kind of pop off randomly. So just something to be aware of. Um, Definitely going to be keeping this guy in robot mode. Um, I just don't think this vehicle mode is very exciting. And kind of wish they could have done something to give us a design closer to the original TV show, because I think that off-road, bulked out Humvee Jeep looking vehicle mode served him better than kind of like an army transport type thing. So Minesweeper, again, he is just like Needle Nose. He doesn't have landing gear, but you can kind of think of him as maybe more Cybertronian than Earth-like. The colors are nice, but this is um representing a G1 toy, so that's the color palette that they're working with. And the tampos are really nice. They've got this metallic color to them, almost like they're metallic decals, but they are tampoed on. So I think that really looks nice. And then just quick side by side, I think those two look pretty cool together. Um, and then you can obviously store his target masters on his wings and give him that seeker kind of look. And there's that. So that is our two pack. I definitely like these guys better in robot mode. Uh, the vehicle mode. I mean, the figures themselves are repaint, so they're going to be what they're going to be. But I would say if you're interested in them, pick them up. Definitely the robot modes shine a little bit more, in my opinion. So that is the review. Let me know what you think in the comments and tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.